the next steps.
Under Governor Northam's plan, adults over 21 could possess up to an ounce of marijuana legally starting July 1st. They could also grow up to 4 plants at home as long as they're out of public view.
I said if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right.
During their recent session, the General Assembly passed a bill legalizing marijuana in 2024, but Governor Northam is proposing changing it. Still, under his proposal, sales won't start until 2024. State Delegate Steve Heretic from Portsmouth worries that's too far off.
Well, as we've seen in other states, when there is a gap between legalized possession and legalized sales, there's a black market industry that sort of crops up in between.
The long gap is to give the state time to create an entirely new regulatory agency to oversee sales. Heretic thinks an existing state agency could oversee it, which could speed things up.
I certainly applaud the governor's plan. I think that, in tightening up that time frame, he's done exactly the right thing, and he's going down the right path. My point is, I think we could do it faster overall, and we should.
Delegate Marcia Price from Newport News says they need to get the regulations right.
So the time frame that we have between the legalization of simple possession and the actual establishment of a sales entity is much like what some other states have done. And they didn't see too much of an increase within the black market. But what it does is make sure that we get those regulations right.
Price did not vote when the bill was called during the General Assembly, saying the original bill favored business over criminal justice. She says the amendments are a step in the right direction.
We still do have work ahead of us. This isn't a total win, but like I said, those conversations will continue.
Others, though, remain opposed to legalization, including the Virginia Association of Chiefs of Police, saying they remain chiefly concerned about impaired driving. But with some Republicans voicing support for the governor's plan, it appears legalization is likely to be approved for July when lawmakers decide whether to accept the governor's proposal next week. In Norfolk, Brendan Ponton, News 3.